I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right.
If you're looking for a great place to buy your toys, CoKiss has a great range of figures, including your favorite ones from HIYA toys like Godzilla, King Ghidorah, the female Muto. Get 6% off in all your purchases with my discount code. Use RubiCoKiss to get all your favorite figures much cheaper than anywhere else with fast shipping. Link in the description down below. This also means you don't have to wait for those long releases from the US. You can get everything much faster and exactly the same time that HIYA Toys releases their figures from their end. So what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description, apply the code to get everything much cheaper. It's highly recommended. Thank you for watching the video. Okay, we have brand new information for upcoming HIYA Toys Godzilla figures. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. I believe the following figures should have been released and unveiled at a later date. Based on the information I have, this is supposed to be unveiled in a special event at a later date, so hopefully there's no problems with HIYA Toys. Anyways, the first figure that we do see is finally the translucent Burning Godzilla, and this looks much better than the original. If you pay attention, the paint job very much resembles the Spyro Studio with the whole burning effect on the dorsal plates, the way it's painted throughout the body. So very interesting that they decided to go that route. This just looks way better than the original. The fact that it's finally translucent, this should have been the first ever release. If you recalled, I always said that I never liked the paint job on their Burning Godzilla. I thought that it was very sloppy and could have been better. And the perfect way to capture the burning effect of lava or just fire in general would have to be through translucent material, and I think the paint job and just in general everything looks a lot better. Now, interesting enough, it seems like this will have an accessory part for Ghidorah, and this might be compatible with both versions. We don't know if it's only for the special color variant or the gravity version, but you can see it's pretty much Godzilla holding, Ghidorah how it was meant to be in the movie. You can see that the ball joint or the piece resembles like bones and all that. And technically this would be the first time ever that HIYA Toys is adding compatible accessories with other figures. Again, I know a lot of people don't like my idea where you see other accessories being compatible with other figures. Now, I've said it in the past, I think it's an awesome idea if it's done correctly. Obviously, Monster Arts didn't execute that correctly because the figures are very expensive. Well, HIYA Toys is doing it at a very affordable price that makes sense and everybody is able to get them. They're not considered to be exclusives as far as I know. The other image that we get to see is Godzilla GMK. It's the prototype version, unpainted. It's not really finished, but you get an idea of the articulation this time around, and it seems very impressive, very poseable. In some areas, it might even have more articulation than Monster Arts, like around the neck area with head, and the tail looks very nice. It looks very good in general. I like how it looks very buff, and it seems to be capturing the design from the movie very clearly and lots of details. You see the big feet and claws. Very nice. I cannot wait to see this painted, and of course I hope that we get to see other variants. Overall, I think HIYA Toys has been cooking this year and the years to come. Burning Godzilla was one that I called since the original release. I told everybody at the time, mark my words, we're going to see a translucent Burning Godzilla with incredible effects. A few years later, it's finally happening. And remember, at the time, HIYA Toys was not pumping out a lot of figures. This was at their start where we were starting to see, Monsterverse figures come here and there. The classic Godzilla approval wasn't a thing back then, so it was still very impressive how accurate some of the figures I've listed, even for my wish list, has become a reality. And there's plenty more figures to come from HIYA Toys. Now, a very highly requested one that many people have been wondering and asking for has to be Mechagodzilla 2021. We don't know what happened. There's been rumors that supposedly they don't have the license, but I'm not going to base myself off of random rumors out there, because they're not true. They're not coming from, valid, respected people. Until we have more information that comes directly from HIYA Toys, then I will believe. Now, this begs the question, if they're able to do this with Burning Godzilla, I'm wondering if HIYA Toys will ever revisit other figures again and upgrade them with better articulation, better accessories. Now, one that really needs an upgrade and fix has to be King Ghidorah. Ever since the original release, I called it. I'm sure that figure is definitely going to have neck problems. Sure enough, it did. Even the special variant or gravity version still faces the same problems. Even though they've been adjusted just a little bit, they're not very poseable, mainly because the segments are too thick and the ball joints are not the correct ones to get a very, poseable movement with the ball joints. So what has to happen here is they have to go back, rework the whole neck system, give it better ball joints to really give it that impressive snake-like articulation. And they could even rework the wings. Definitely, I think there's room to give it better wyvern wings. Bendy wire would definitely be their best option. We've seen it with Rodan and other figures. It's done wonders for them. So implementing that for a third version, this would be like the ultimate version. We know that they can definitely do multiple variants. Look at Godzilla. It has over 8 variants now, with their ultimate version that apparently has lights and sounds with articulation. So who's to say that they can't go back and fix those figures? For me, HIYA Toys is considered a company that's very open to any possibilities, as long as it makes sense, as long as, there's feedback from fans, from YouTubers, influencers. I just simply see a bigger possibility with this company, making all of that become a reality compared to others like Monster Arts. HIYA Toys has definitely gave us fan service. You cannot dispute that. You can't really say, oh, but they haven't done this and that. Look, they will eventually. All perfect things take time, precision. Just be patient. I told multiple people, I've always said this phrase, patience is key to success and key to everything in life. Be patient and you will be rewarded with the best. Trust me. Now, another one that I'm really looking forward to, and this is probably going to happen. I've been calling it for quite some time, but I definitely see them making a second Shimu, one that has translucent material with accessories. And who knows, it could even have better articulation. But regardless, we do know that they're open to doing those changes. Now, real quick in the comments down below, if you could have HIYA Toys revisit any figure to upgrade articulation, accessories, and paint job, which one would it be? Let me know in the comments down below. Second, let me know which figure are you most excited for this year and for the upcoming year. For me personally, it has to be the Godzilla X Kong figures, and I'm very much looking forward to Shimu, Godzilla Evolve, Godzilla GMK. This one looks interesting, and a few others like Kong. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are going to say the classic figures. That's understandable, those hold a special place in anybody's heart, like King Ghidorah and the original Godzilla and a few others, which I'm hoping they eventually do Space Godzilla, Destroyer, Biollante, and a few of the most classic versions. And let's not forget that Godzilla 2000 is coming, which means Orga definitely is coming in the horizon. Very exciting things to come. And we definitely know that if they've done Godzilla 2001, aka Godzilla GMK, this can only mean that eventually we're going to see the GMK version of Ghidorah and others. Once they start off a figure, eventually others must come within that line, if that makes any sense, to have the whole pair like they've done with the Monsterverse. I don't know, I think HIYA Toys has definitely become the favorite company of this year.